If you've started watching this video, you have been struggling with a creative block. We know writer's block can be incredibly stressful. In fact, we're here to show you that stress is the root cause of this issue. Chronic stress has a way of eroding your higher reasoning and keeping you locked into a perpetual fight-or-flight state, always running off against figurative windmills. It's very challenging, even outright impossible, to do any kind of creative work when you're feeling constricted by emotional tension and blocked away from your talent. Luckily, you can reverse the process. You can turn the uncertain tides of writer's block into roaring fires of inspiration. You can build up a momentum that lifts you far into the skies of creation, where your best work will happen as naturally as breathing. You're about to learn a method that will permanently dissolve your creative blocks because it involves reprogramming yourself in two crucial ways. 1. Conditioning your body to just sit down and write on command. While 2. Conditioning your mind to produce ideas rather than uncertainties. It's a simple method and it's free. It's the same technique used by creative professionals across all fields. You will actually improve your life while fixing your creative block. This is starting to sound too good to be true, right? In all honesty, there is a catch. This program takes 7 weeks to complete, and you won't be allowed to skip ahead. You have to go through this information sequentially, and you will need to spare a few hours every week to do the coursework. Does that sound like a commitment? It is a commitment indeed. It's a commitment you need to make towards sparking your own creative engine. We're only going to show you a simple method for doing so, but it's up to you to use it. In fact, the quality of your results will be a function of the quality of your commitment to the ideas presented here. Have no illusions. There is inner as well as outer work to be done if you are serious about overcoming your creative blocks. We can point you in the right direction, but it's up to you to actually move. We realize you're likely very busy right now. This is part of the reason you have writer's block. You won't want to commit to a random 7-week plan for eradicating creator's block that you've just stumbled upon online. Not unless you distinctively feel it could work for you, right? Not unless there's some kind of master plan that feels fresh and interesting enough, correct? That's actually quite reasonable of you, and we absolutely relate. So without further ado, here's the actual outline for our writer's block course. Week 1, forget about writing your masterpiece to begin with. Week 2, embracing physical exercise and why it's absolutely essential to your recovery. Week 3, collect and curate ideas that get you excited about writing. Week 4, devise a realistic action plan to write your masterpiece. Week 5, create excellent outlines that keep you from staring at blank pages. Week 6, write compelling subtopics that establish a solid framework. Week 7, build a momentum towards writing your masterpiece without trying. As you can see, there are two main aspects to this program. First and foremost, we're going to encourage you to step back just a little bit so you can soon come back full force to your writing. As you go through the program, we'll teach how leading creative professionals around the world get a steady supply of ideas effortlessly, and we're going to teach you a specific method that you will use to set up a deeply rooted writing habit. By the end of this program, you'll have a solid archive of your own ideas that will both motivate you and substantiate your writing. You'll have established healthy productivity habits that will allow you to just sit down and write. You'll understand how to do your best work while straining the least. This is a process used in one way or another by creative professionals in just about every field. It's also backed up by scientific research. It makes perfect sense, and you'll understand why. The method you'll learn here aims right at the core of what causes writer's block. This approach exploits an incredibly simple loophole that allows you to train your mind to understand writer's block is a devil's trap. The more you squirm, the tighter it gets. Are you ready to learn how to fix this problem and finally be able to realize your creative vision fully unrestrained? Can you imagine how much you accomplish if you could just write freely and joyfully like you once did? You'll also keep the following facts in mind. This is not a sophisticated nor a crude marketing ploy. We're not trying to sell you any pills or products whatsoever. This is a deceptively simple, actionable plan that works. Easy to follow advice, clearly explained, useful, and succinct. Be prepared to make some changes to your daily routine. You'll need to set aside 30 to 60 minutes each day to work on this. Just submit your email and you'll immediately get access to the first week of the program.